All right, Heather Carangelin is here from the Norfolk Greek Festival this morning to make our spinach pie, our Spanakopita. But first, I wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much.
I know you've got a college kid who's coming home from Virginia Tech.
Yes, and that's a gift in itself. Love to have her home tomorrow.
All right.
And I'm happy to be here celebrating the Greek Festival starting this week and making Spanakopita, which is one of the dishes that will be served at the Greek Festival.
And Heather is qualified. I already asked her. Born in Athens, so I think that qualifies you to become cook Greek food for us today. Everybody gets so excited about Greek Fest, not just for the great food, but the dancing and just it's just such a big social festival.
It's a cultural experience. We show our culture, we show our religion. And it's a wonderful, wonderful time.
All right, but you also do show off that fabulous food. And this, of course, is a fan favorite, the Spanakopita. So I'm going to let you get started. I know you said the first thing we're going to do is actually make the filling. And we're going to put the ingredients for the filling right there on the board so folks can
we are going to start out with our spinach. You can use either fresh spinach or frozen. I like to use the frozen spinach. Make sure you squeeze out the excess water of the spinach. And then we are going to add, for the interest of time, I've already sauteed a little bit of the onions.
So for the getting back to the spinach, if you use the fresh, are you going to still cook it down first?
Yes, cook it down a little bit where it's soft and, you know, kind of soft to the touch there.
If you're using frozen, do you cook it as well or just thaw it?
No, just thaw it out.
Been cooked.
It's been cooked, thaw it out. Saute a little onion with a little bit of olive oil. And like I said, for the interest of time, I've already done that. So we're going to add the onion.
And again, we'll put the measurements and things like that. Will be at thehamptonroadshow.com.
A key ingredient for the Spanakopita is the feta cheese. So we're going to add a little bit of the feta cheese. And another key ingredient is the dill. So we're going to use a little bit of dill. I've already chopped this dill. It's fresh dill. And I always keep it in my freezer.
And is that cooked to look so dark?
No, it is fresh dill, just chopped. And we're going to put 6 eggs.
Is this something that you make a lot?
I do make it a lot. It's a healthy dish. It's well liked in my family. My kids really like it, so we really enjoy it.
When folks come to Greek Fest, I know in some years folks have been able to actually buy these, I don't know if in bulk is the right way, but to take home and freeze versus just to eat at the festival.
Yes, we do make frozen items that you can take home. Now, the Spanakopita at the Greek Festival is going to be made individually. Today I'm making a pan of it. But we will be serving it individual.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be like a little bit more like a casserole, and then you'll just cut the portions instead of like the little round ones.
Now we're also going to add a little bit of pepper. Not too much salt because the feta cheese has salt, so we don't want to make it too salty.
Now, if folks wanted to lighten this up a little bit, does it change the taste much? Have you experimented using like a lower fat feta? Not really. No.
But you can. I don't know if there is any low-fat feta, but you can try.
Okay. All right.
Well, our mix is ready to go.
All right. And in the next segment, we're going to learn how to stuff the pie and work with phyllo dough, which I know folks get a little intimidated sometimes when it comes to the pastry dough. But have no fear. Heather's going to show us how to do it without destroying it. All right.
Exactly.
Jeremy Wheeler's in the studio now with more on the Forecasting Contest Week. All right, we're back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Heather Carangelin from the Norfolk Greek Festival, and this morning we're making Spanakopita or spinach pie. Am I saying that correctly?
You are saying it absolutely.
My grandmother used to make this. I was telling you she was 100% Greek, so I'm a quarter, and that counts for Greek Fest.
It sure does.
You actually don't have to be Greek to be able to do this. Heather's showing us how today, and in the first segment we made our filling.
Yes.
So you mix that up and then just kind of let it sit while we work on the dough.
Let it sit while we prepare the phyllo dough. A little trick with the phyllo dough, you got to work quickly because it dries up and it crinkles. So I have melted some butter here. The butter also helps keep it moist. And you line your pan. And
did you butter the pan before you put the first
You butter the pan generously with the butter, and then you just start putting in your phyllo sheets like this. And you butter each one of them so they will, you know, be moist and just
a
add
little
here.
bit pliable, so you
Yeah.
can cover it all up. I want to show people the box, not to, you know, bust Heather and say, she doesn't make her own phyllo dough.
No.
But nobody does.
Those were the olden days.
Nobody does. It comes in a box, right? Comes frozen?
Yes, it comes frozen. Keep it in your freezer until you're ready to use
Yeah.
it. Put it maybe for an hour or two in the refrigerator, and it's ready to use.
Yeah. Nobody's making their own phyllo dough.
So
don't be intimidated, because you can just buy it. And then
We will
Heather's told us how to handle it.
We will put 6 sheets
Mm-hmm.
of phyllo on your pan for the
How
bottom.
did you know that? How do you know it's 6?
Well, I think they just kind of, you want a nice little thick layer on
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of phyllo, so the recipe people know how to do that.
Okay. Heather's like, Fury, don't ask me questions. I've done this every day of my life. Just listen. I believe you.
Okay, so now we are ready to put in our filling, our
Mm-hmm.
spinach and feta filling into the phyllo.
6 sheets of phyllo.
6 top, 6 on the bottom. So
Mm-hmm.
we will finish it off.
And you're making
More
this like a
phyllo.
big giant casserole today.
Correct.
But at
Like
Greek
we
Fest,
said,
folks will find the individual
at
ones.
the Greek festival, we will be serving individual Spanakopita and also tiropita, which is made with all cheese, different types of cheeses.
Okay.
Feta or regatta cheese.
And it smells so good, and we haven't even cooked it yet. So what do you put the oven on temperature-wise to bake
350.
this? Okay.
350 for about 45 minutes to an hour until it's golden brown. The phyllo is golden brown.
I'm going to let you do it, because I'm going to let you do the oven. I'm trying to do it for you.
It's all good.
She's yelling at me.
Another wonderful thing that we have at the Greek festival is our Annunciation dancers, the youth that dances on an hourly basis, and they entertain us on the stage, and they work very hard throughout the year practicing.
And we should mention, too, that Tom Borles is here. He's going to join us in our next segment, too, with all the details of Greek Fest, where it is, the address, the times, the shopping, all that stuff that's going on. We're going to let you pop that in the oven and be back in just a little bit. We want to... All right, there it is, looking fantastic. Our Spanakopita here. Heather Perangelin has made that for us this morning. A Greek dish, because we're talking about Greek Fest. So we're going to introduce Tom Borles, who's going to tell us more about the festival in just a second. But how do you know when this is finished?
We know it's finished when the phyllo is nice and golden brown, just like this, and the filling inside is absolutely done because it's been in the oven for about an hour at 350.
Okay.
So,
all right, through the magic of TV, we were able to speed up the process a little bit. All right. Well, Heather's going to be kind enough to start slicing it up for us so we can give it a try. And Tom here is going to tell us a little bit more about Greek Fest 2011. It's hard to believe that it's time for Greek Fest once again already.
It comes up very quickly every year.
So
it's held every year right there at the Annunciation Greek Orthodox Cathedral, located at 7220 Granby Street, half-mile south of Ward's Corner.
Yeah.
Starts Thursday at 11 a.m., goes till 9 o'clock that night, and then 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and then 12 noon, because we got to go to church. So we walk right out of church,
back to the festival, right?
And goes till 7 o'clock that night.
So for folks who have not been, they should expect way more than great food.
We have great food. We have several a la carte lines. This year we're also going to be serving a la carte in the Hellenic Center, and we're going to move the Agora, which is the marketplace, into the small hall. So we'll have crafts and jewelry and artwork and things like that in there. Of course, we have the Annunciation youth dancers and other groups that are dancing quite often throughout the day. Live band, live music, Greek beer, drive-through.
I know, that was so brilliant a few years ago to set that up in kind of the circular driveway. So if you can't take a lot of time, but you just want some of that food, you kind of check off a little sheet, right? Right.
We just have the kids run out there, or sometimes it's me, running out there giving you the menu, and we fill it, and you're off quick. It works very fast.
Hand it right through the window of your car, and then your car will smell like spinach pie until you get to your office, and then good luck hiding it from your from your coworkers.
It's all free. Well, it's not all free. Admission is free. And parking is free right there. And it gets parked up somewhat, but there's side streets, and across at Granby High School, there's all kind of places to park.
People
and it's
figure
all
it
under
out.
a big tent, should it rain.
Yeah.
Jeremy, he's kind of wishy-washy on that right now. It's a little early. But should it rain, Should it rain, we're under a tent, everything's inside, so it's all good.
It's all in our big tent.
It's all good.
And the little Greek donuts are good. The little
the
Greek
Lukamades,
donuts.
yes, you can only get them this time of year.
But this is a big fundraiser for the church and
Big
the great things that you
fundraiser
have
for the
going
church,
on.
and we also donate to local and national charities also. But it is our major fundraiser for the year.
All right, so you can feel good about going and spending your money there on lunch or dinner, and I mean, you know, score some great jewelry and gifts and things like that in the marketplace. And there's a lot for the kids to do too. We've found, you know, when we went too. So anything special to highlight this year for the little ones?
Well, they can always get up there and dance along with the dancers. You know.
Yes,
they have a great
crashers
time.
are
They have
welcome.
a great time being up there on the stage doing that. So it's a fun time for everyone.
Learn how to Greek dance.
Yeah, it's not hard.
All right, again, it is Thursday through Sunday, Annunciation Greek Orthodox Cathedral right there on Granby Street, 7220, just south of Ward's Corner. You can go to NorfolkGreekFestival.com for more information or call 440-0500. And, of course, the recipe for the Spanakopita is going to be at thehamptonroadshow.com later today. And, of course, we're going to try it in just a few minutes. Thanks to both of you.